Mom, I was reading Mark 6 verse 22, and I don't understand why Herodias' daughter pleased Herod and his guests by dancing, and why Herod promised to give her anything she asked for.
Well, Herodias' daughter danced for Herod's birthday feast, and it pleased him and his guests so much that he promised to give her anything she asked for, up to half his kingdom.
But why did Herodias' daughter ask for John the Baptist's head on a platter?
That's because Herodias, who was Herod's brother's wife, had a grudge against John the Baptist. John had publicly condemned Herod and Herodias' relationship, and Herod had John imprisoned.
So why did Herodias want John the Baptist dead?
Herodias wanted John the Baptist dead because he was speaking out against her relationship with Herod. She saw John as a threat to her position and influence over Herod.
It's important to remember that Herod was conflicted about John's imprisonment and execution. He respected John and knew he was a holy man, but he was also afraid of going back on his promise in front of his guests.
But why did Herod feel the need to keep his promise?
In those days, making a public promise was considered very important. Breaking it would have been a sign of weakness and could have damaged his reputation.
It's also worth noting that Herod was more concerned with pleasing his guests and preserving his power than doing what was right.
That's really sad. But what can we learn from this story?
One lesson we can learn is the danger of making promises and commitments based on the pressure of pleasing others. We should always strive to do what is right and just, even if it goes against the expectations of those around us.
And we should also be mindful of the influence of others in our lives. Herodias' daughter was able to manipulate Herod into making a terrible decision because of the pressure of the situation and the desire to please others.
Thank you for explaining that to me, Mom and Dad. It's important to remember these lessons from the Bible.